What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Redemption with Jaden. Today we've got kind of a special thing. As you can see, I'm not alone at the beginning like I normally am, and we've got two decks on the screen here. So welcome, Derek. How's it going?
Hey, thank you, Jaden.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to. I wanted to get your deck on the channel for sure, and then after talking to you about it for a little bit, it's like well, who better to actually play the deck than the creator himself of Blood and Fire, which took second place at Nationals this year. So congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Um, but yeah, the obviously we had to adjust it a little bit with some the new reserve rules and also rotation, of course. So I'm gonna quick talk about what I threw together on my side here, and then I'll give you the floor for going over the changes in your deck here. Um,
So good.
So first of all, I guess I should mention the card I'm highlighting here, which happened to be in the deck that um, like after I put the deck together, and I was like, oh well, this kind of works out well because this video is coming out on Thanksgiving. I've got to have a deck with a shared meal in it because Thankful Leper is no longer in rotation. So I feel like shared meal is a good Thanksgiving themed card, right?
For sure.
Um, so happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And yeah, thank you all for being a subscriber and or at least a watcher of my videos. It's been really great to get to do this for the last year and a half, and I'm looking forward to making more content for y'all. Um, so what we got going on here is actually it started out as wanting to be a Ruth deck. I was like, oh, I haven't done this on the channel yet, at least in rotation. And then it kind of evolved into or from an idea that I had. I think it was a couple weeks ago now in the video where I was doing the uh, alternate rescue stuff, I guess, on the offense. I think I called it like chump rescues, um, where my last lost soul, or no, I think it was my fourth lost soul in that game. I used Name and Servant Girl to convert Name into a hero, and then played Royal Parade on him. And I was like, well, what if I actually built a deck that was, trying to do that more consistently? So I, have Naaman in here, ways to get him out with like Damascus and Darkness, and then I have like everything that's Old Testament white that says interrupt and win the battle, basically. So we got Faith Unbowed, Royal Parade, Shared Meal kind of does the same effect by having something in my reserve that I can play. Sin and Justice, and then a few other. I mean, like My Lord and My God is, or Your God Will Be My God is still pretty good for that. And then some sneaky stuff I wanted to try out, like Boaz's Resolve, which I could actually play off of Naaman if he does, convert to red in the normal way that he converts. But the way that he converts with Naaman Servant Girl is that you get to choose the brigade. He doesn't default to the hero side here, which admittedly can be kind of confusing. But the fact that he's not converting by his own ability means that you can convert him to whatever brigade is specified, and if no brigade is specified, like a Name and Servant Girl, then you get to choose. I also have Holy Grail in here to convert him that way if need be. And the rest of the offense kind of plays around similar things. So we've got Mordecai, who kind of has the same effect. And then he goes well with Esther, and then David to search stuff out, and then a few other good Ruth cards and just Old Testament white stuff that kind of fits together well to kind of bring it up to speed. A lot of the things that you would see in a Ruth deck, like Obed and Jesse. Um, I'm using Old Testament Lost Soul Unity here because the defense, we've got King Balak, who's going to hopefully be protecting some Lost Souls from rescue. Um, and the Blind Lost Soul, I thought it would be nice to try out because with the rotation rule, people are kind of moving away from the Remnant Exiles, consistency package, I guess, and using things like Lawless and Imitate and Dull, Forsaken, all those New Testament Lost Souls that we kind of see or had seen sprinkled around a little bit in Classic, but now in Rotation they're, I think, a lot more prevalent. And so trying out all of the Old Testament Lost Souls here, having Unity for that, we get Covet, and then we also have Blind to hopefully give us a little bit of an edge there. Um, I'm hoping that this will be my last gray deck for a while because I know I've been doing that a lot lately. But it makes it easier for the explanation because a lot of it will look the same, or at least the enhancements. Trying out a few different characters with like King Balak here. Um, but yeah, that's and I guess we've got Orpa and Balaam in the reserve, of course. But yeah, I think that's pretty much an overview of my deck. Let's take it over to Derek here and see what we got going on with Blood and Fire.
All right. Well, thanks, Jaden, and hello, everybody in Redemption World. This is the kind of really the first time, to my remembrance, that I'm going to be playing a rotation version of Blood and Fire, which is what I used at Nats this past year, and even leading up to it over the past year before that, in terms of the deck. And so this should be interesting to see how this goes. I think I might have played one time with my son, but it was so early on. I don't remember if I did or not. But anyway, I have tweaked it up a little bit even since I kind of wrote out for what I think the rotation should be. So a couple of the biggest changes were cards that were rotated out, or I should say are classic cards. Gates of Hell, A Soldier's Prayer, Ishmaya, and there might have been one or two here or there also. So I felt like those three, obviously, they were great cards. Mm-hmm. Ishmaya is really good, obviously, he gets the draw, he does the band, he negates, great character. Red. And then you have Gates of Hell, which obviously is a battle extender for the defense. And then Soldier's Prayer is probably the best card in the game, in my opinion. We talked about that on a recent Threshing Floor episode. That's the one card I kind of miss now. That's been rotated out. So to replace, start with the Soldier's Prayer, to replace that, I wanted to get out Solomon's Dream a little bit quicker to get to your dominance. To kind of either middle of the game, end of the game, whatever, to get the Solomon's Dream. So I replaced it with Emmaus Road because it targets a star card and deck of reserve. And you shuffle it, so it kind of has that effect that Soldier's Prayer has, except it doesn't go to discard pile like Soldier's Prayer did. And then it could, Emmaus Road can get can tutor some of my heroes, and I think maybe an enhancement or two, not too sure about that, but definitely the heroes. So there's that change. And then Gates of there's nothing that can really replace that ultimately. I kind of feel like part of that is I've kind of tweaked up in terms of the blockers in the deck and reserve, because and the reserve rule with this, as Jaden mentioned. So I've tried to keep that in mind too as I built this deck out. And so I think I compensated a little bit with adding Christian Martyr, and I replaced Destruction and Nehishtan with Martyr, because Destruction was kind of an add-in to help counter the Laphis deck that was at Nats. So I felt like Martyr would be a little bit better if my evil character dies. I need to extend the battle. At least I can fall back on Martyr potentially, and I can get it with Wages of Sin. Mm-hmm. I've kind of thinned out the defense a little bit on the in the deck itself, put a blocker in the reserve, and so I think that kind of helps compensate that. So I made that. Just put some cards in reserve that weren't there before, took some cards out, etc. So it is a little bit different from the Nats deck, besides the classic cards. There's some other new cards and just testing some things out. So then I also put in Feast of Unleavened Bread, because I felt like that's going to really help just pull a lot of good cards from my reserve. My game with Josh at Nats, that was the one game, the one loss. He took out my, I think, Book of the Covenant pretty early, or he got Covenant Abraham, whatever it was. He basically hurt me doing that, So at the time, I couldn't get my Benaya out, and that essentially kind of, I believe, cost me the game, not having Benaya as a rescuer, because I was having a hard time getting to him. Couldn't get to David, who can get to him. So like maybe another way to do that, to get these good cards out of the reserve that I need, would be Fisa and 11 Bread, and it's a potential battle winner too. Um, so I put that in there. Let's see what else. There was so a couple add-ins. One was the Damascus, the new card in LOC. So I wanted to try this out because a lot of cards are going to the deck now instead of reserve, which means I could potentially get some draws. And I can tutor it pretty easily with Table of Demons. If I already got some of my other evil fortresses out, so I can do that. I can potentially use it as sight side to get an evil character if I don't have any. And then talking to Jaden actually yesterday about it, we were talking about what cards I sent in my deck list, and he recommended Treacherous Land as well, or in addition to Damascus. Put both in. Let's see how that works out. So I put Treacherous Land in here too, and we'll see how it works, and potentially get a lot of draws. It helps counter, with losing Ishmaya. I think that with all the drawing he did.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I'm running 8
so
dominance, so you'll
yeah,
have more chances than usual to.
exactly. And then the Lost Souls, I did switch out Exiles and Remnant, like Jada kind of mentioned. That's kind of the he's kind of going now. So I figured I don't want to rely on them for mid game, in case they come out early. So I switched them out with Wanderer to see how that goes, to take somebody's good soul from them that I could potentially benefit from. And I put in Dole. So I had Dole in one of the original versions of this deck, and it worked pretty well. So I figured I'd just throw it back in, and let's see how that does. I did consider Darkness, and I think maybe one or two others, but I feel like Darkness is just a little too unreliable. I have so many times where I just cannot ever use it. It's just a dead soul. It works great opening hand because especially with this deck, I can pull out and play Fallen Star right away and start shuffling cards and disrupting his hand when he starts searching. But short of that, it just didn't. It just wasn't too consistent in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's those are some of the big changes. I put Benai in the deck to try to make it a little bit easier through various ways. But pretty much the bulk of it is just about the same, because the majority of the deck was already rotation cards. Like I said, there was only about 3 or 4 that were not. So those are kind of the big changes.
Sure. Yeah. Very cool. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get into the game. Show people what we've been talking about here. So I'm just gonna drag all of that into my deck.
So real quick, so blind. So it's ironic you said that, because of this past online tournament we did this past Saturday, I actually put blind in another deck I used because of that reason. I wanted to stop my opponent's Lawless and Awake and all those, and I figured it out because I know they're using that. So you were right on target with that one.
Very nice. Yeah, you played like an updated, or I guess a competitive version, or I guess non-budget version maybe, of your Exodus Egyptians contender. Is that right?
Yeah. Let me real quick. In Lackey, does this shuffle automatically when you throw it in deck? Because I got like 5 souls.
Oh yeah, no, it does not. It wouldn't shuffle automatically.
All right, let me make sure I shuffle that now. To answer your question, yeah, it was kind of obviously a boosted up version of the contender deck of the Exodus and Legends.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just wanted to have fun with it. I like milling. I just enjoy that aspect, and
yeah,
it really annoys your opponent, and it's a nice benefit to have when you just discard stuff they really want or need. But I feel like I flooded the deck. I made it 56, and it was slow in so many ways. There were certain tutors I should have put in there, and I didn't.
Right.
So anyway, it performed generally okay. It still was slow in general.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of the tricky part about mill decks, is you kind of have to get through your own deck fast enough to get to the mill cards, but you don't want to have, too many of either.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
Um,
So, oh well, it was fun.
yeah,
I'm
it's
glad
good.
Rob got this win because that's really cool for him to get that.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Um, yeah, and
All right.
did you proxy in the new Plague of Hail?
No, I didn't. Yeah, if only, right? If it was only allowed
Yep,
after that card. I know exactly the spot it's going to take in the current contender deck.
there you go.
I'm actually switching the contender deck. Different right now. It's an Exodus and a Musicians, but
Hmm.
I'm just gonna make it really thematic and just keep it Exodus.
Sure.
And so I know what spot it's going to go in. So
Nice. Yeah, it sounds like if you were listening to Threshing Floor last week when John was talking to Gabe, sounds like there will be a few other alternatives to mill strategies, which will be kind of cool, or
mm,
alternatives and additives, I guess. Um,
yeah, yeah. I think it's just a lot of fun. It's not fun for your opponent, but it's definitely fun for you.
yeah. All
Yeah.
right, I
All
rolled a
right.
4.
All right. Let me roll. Did it come through? Oh, here we go. Ah,
Two.
you win.
Um. All right, I think I will go first here.
All right.
Let's start off with a few star abilities. Let's do that one, and that one. So I'll look at your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, you sure you shuffled it all right?
I know. When the two souls came out, those two doms came out. I was like, wow. Okay. I
Alrighty.
hit shuffle. I hit
Yep.
shuffle.
Yep.
So,
The Red Dragon, Coliseum, Chronicles, Joshua by my spirit. Alright. Good luck figuring out what to discard to prosperity there.
yeah, tell me about it.
And we got Stricken to protect all decks and reserves from opponents during the next battle phase. And I will look at my top 6. Oh, that's my hand. Let's do my deck here. Alright, I can underdeck this card to take 1. Um, I think we'll. Yeah, we'll underdeck it to take this one. And the rest stay on top. Yep. Alright. I will. Or yeah, I guess. Do you have any stars? I guess you don't.
Uh,
Yeah.
no, no.
But you can use your lost souls here.
So, hmm.
Go get your remnant, or I mean,
Yeah, let me just start with Hunter. I don't know what to do with prosperity. All right. All right, here we go. I'm going to take your wander. I'm going to take wander and take your humble.
no.
Let's see. Well, I think a currently benefit. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna. So you don't. I know you have all these little tricks up your sleeve, and you love setting up quick. So I'm
Oh, always.
just in case. Yeah. All right. Now the big question: should I do it? Hmm.
You don't need your Joshua.
Huh?
You don't need your Joshua.
Yeah.
He's not very
I
good.
actually may not. I don't know. I didn't see exactly if you had any of that stuff in there. that he could hit. I know a couple artifacts, but on my spirit might be a good one to hit. No, that's a good one though.
Got a Damascus that you can recycle for me with Joshua.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I don't know. This is tough. So it might be a fateful decision. I don't know if it'd be worth it. What the heck? I'm gonna discard it. Draw
There it goes.
Yeah. All right. All right. So there's that. Okay. All right. So you're going first.
Kick us off, yeah. Kind of wonder if I made the right choice now in the card I took. Yeah, I suppose we can try this out. I'm just gonna go right to my attack, and let's go in with Hannah. We'll show everyone your hand here. See what you drew. Ooh, you drew another evil brigade for me. That's nice.
Yeah, you're welcome.
An evil card or bounce evil character. All right. So we'll draw 2. And that is my rescue.
You're lucky I don't have Deceiver to hit to my former wives. Well, I guess I don't have this here. There we go.
I only drew two cards this turn, so that wouldn't be too bad.
Oh, yeah. You're right. Yep.
I think it was...
That would have been a bad move on my part.
Yeah. That'll get people. Especially when Angel Under the Oak was popular. It was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They use Angel Under the Oak. That means Foreign Wives is going to work.
Yeah.
You know, I think what I'm going to do here is actually, I'm going to try to be a little sneaky. I'm going to play Boaz's Resolve, and I'm going to take your Joshua.
Oh my gosh, you're so mean. All right, so I have Inish.
I think it'd still be my initiative, right?
Oh yeah, because you're losing. I'm sorry. Yeah,
Yep.
I was thinking of stalemate. Yeah, you're losing.
I guess unless you want to play one of the plethora of dominance in your hand there.
No.
I think that's probably gonna be where I'm gonna call it then, actually, because
All right.
don't really want to burn anything for your Did God Really Say, so.
Yeah.
Or, tempt you to use Chronicles so I don't get to keep your Joshua.
Yeah, I know. I was considering it, but I don't know if it's worth it. We'll see.
Yeah, I think that's going to be it for me.
All right. Oh, here she comes again.
Hey. Now
this time...
Yeah, now you can wander.
You know what I'm going to do. All right. Here we go. Gonna wander on over to your land of bondage and take that minute.
Do you think Hunter still merits a spot even without Exiles and Remnant?
I
mean,
I think so. It, I think the stress is there. If you do Wicked, utilize Wicked for for its purpose.
Mm-hmm.
You have option Blind Soul. There's a lot of. I think there's great use for it. Any tutoring soul like that or escape soul, I think it's just they should be auto. It just speeds up the deck, especially now. No reserve. You can't do anything with souls in reserve or anything, of course. But I think they definitely warrants a spot for it. So.
Yeah. No, in your deck specifically, though, you've got only 2 Old Testament Lost Souls that you really want to grab with it.
Yeah.
You think that's...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things where we'll just see how it goes. I mean, so far, look what it set up. Just took your remnant. Yep. I mean, your humble. So there's that.
Yeah, so far It's working out.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here.
But if it was darkness, you'd have your deceiver, so you could have foreign wives my Hannah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Now I would have probably hit the fallen star, played him.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. All right, so let's play out. Oh, do we need to do that? Let's see. Um,
Find a hero. Oh, you did. Bummer.
all right. With her, go over there, bring him in. I've definitely learned. Make sure you have your hero, your unique hero in territory. Remember
Yep.
our game? Yeah, that cost me the game, literally.
Yep.
I don't know if you could have blocked that turn, but yeah, I know for sure that was a bad mistake.
Yeah.
Anyway, coming in with him, and I will not band.
Protected from
And then I'm
underdog.
going to go ahead and take my wander from you.
Ooh.
I don't want you using that on me. So
Yeah, that's definitely the play with Wanderer.
yeah.
It's playing your Son of God on it after you exchange.
Mm-hmm.
Um, hmm. Think. Well, you did get that. Whatchamacallit, the Builder's Sword.
While you're thinking, I'm going to go ahead and just do this because I don't trust your little shenanigans. Banish my Discord pile or something.
Black with my King of Edom, and yeah.
Yeah, Haddad is infamous for that. I love using him for that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Banish any card.
Yep. It's black with this Sabbath Breaker.
Shocker.
Draw some cards. Find a Punisher. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
My initiative.
I'm just gonna. I don't trust you.
Yep, that's fair.
You got stalemate, or unsuccessful or something.
Right back at you. So I feel like this isn't gonna come in handy later on.
Oh man, is that what you pulled with Virgin Birth?
Nope, no, I had that in my opening hand. So.
All right. You know what? I'm just gonna still take a soul, even though you kill me. I'm gonna take this Punisher.
Sure, don't want your name in Servant Girl?
I'm pretty sure. All right, I'm gonna get a soul regardless. Kill me or not.
Yeah, you're already up 2-0 on turn 2. That's pretty good.
So yeah. All right. I think it's worth that right now. Let's put it out just in case. See, I didn't put it out last turn because it would have prevented my Joab's protection from underdeck.
So. Oh, sure. Yep.
All right. I think that's it. I will return to you.
Cool. Alright, no use of those star abilities, but some good options there. Let's put down Ruth the Redeemed. And we'll play Boaz's Offspring to take a Ruth hero from my deck. Gotta get all my searching out of the way before that Fallen Star comes down.
That's right. He's lurking. He's waiting.
I think I want Elimelech. And makes my Ruth enhancements cannot be negated. Alright, so let's put down Limelech to play. Actually, I'll wait on that. I'm gonna activate Overtaken.
Mm-hmm. First time I've ever seen that being played.
Really?
I've always wanted to do it, but I don't know. I just never did.
So I'll fill you in on a secret. Not really a
Mm-hmm.
secret, but before I surprise you with it. The way it's worded, because it doesn't say until like end of battle. If I attack with my hero that has negated in the ability, then my evil humans cannot be negated while Overtaken remains active, like until my next turn.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you don't attack with a hero that has negated in
Yeah.
the ability, then yeah, it still works that way. It's something that doesn't really seem intuitive, but the way that the rules are, that's how it works.
So it doesn't carry over. It doesn't end in the phase. Well, I guess it could because So and you. So Marcus, you asked Marcus on that, and
Yep.
he said, "Yeah." Oh my gosh, that's sick.
Yeah. So I mean, it's kind of like Noah's wife or something, where it's like
Yeah.
granting the modifier is an ongoing ability. So once it's triggered once, um, with the hero
Wow.
entering battle,
Wow,
then
that's
it
great.
stays active. So
Yeah.
um, they might. Well, I guess I don't know if they would like errata that or anything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I think it's worth testing out, see if it's you know, dangerous. I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. I
um,
mean, definitely.
I think we're just gonna do this right away because it's the point of the deck, and we've got both the cards. So
Yeah.
I will. Um, the unfortunate part is I can't use my Elimelech then,
Mm-hmm.
but we'll wait till some other turn. Actually, yeah. All right. Let's attack with Naaman Servant Girl. We'll capture her to your land of bondage, convert my Naaman to white, and add him to battle.
Uh, well, let's keep it simple. Dominish.
Oh, I suppose you
Bow.
drew yours too, huh?
Yeah. So now you got to make him red.
Yep. Yeah, that's the nice part about him is that his ability works on that part too.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, now he is red. Um, yeah, I should have played that before battle. Oh well. Um, got
Well,
8
I
in
mean,
hand.
obviously with the root got red and white all over. Like you just played what was it, Boaz's offspring or something last turn. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I mean, there's
clearly.
there's definitely some overlap there, so it's not too bad.
Mhm. Yeah.
Um, hmm. Yep. I think I will just go and pass the turn.
All right. Let's see.
Yeah. Now Joshua can exchange with him, so there we go.
Um. I'm gonna go ahead and use his star.
Okay.
So we're already now in our second round, so I could hit the reserve.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with this.
Temple, Spears, and Shields.
Ah, that was kind of dumb. Maybe not. I think it sets me up later.
About to search.
Yeah, I'm about to search. So let's play the old table.
Yes.
No idols, so that part doesn't work.
It's fortunate.
Yeah. All right, let's see. So I did take out Sheol. That was in the main deck, the original Blood and Fire deck, but I put it in reserve. You already know that, of course.
Yep.
So now, pretty much is probably going to be the Damascus. I think that's the only one I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think it's just Damascus. So, when it has to be played as a 4, that's worded.
Yep. Which, if you're playing Table of Demons, you have an evil character anyway, so.
What's that?
If you're playing Table of Demons, it means you have an evil character anyway, so the site wouldn't do you much good. So that works out.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Good point. Good old Damascus. All right, so if you search, I can draw. So my hand size increases.
The thing I'm not quite sold on about Damascus yet is that it's only when they search deck. So if it was like any search ability, like reserve or discard pile or anything, then yeah, for sure I'd be using it. But I guess that it would be kind of more on the staple side of things, which we don't necessarily want.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Do this. Let's hit your artifact.
Ooh. Yeah, I kind of wondered if that would bait out the Chronicles.
Yeah, I might. I figured. I don't know what tricks you got up your sleeve here. I know you're probably running some gray, obviously, but any of those immediate battle-winning guys,
right?
Just had to look at your deck that well in the intro.
Yeah.
So, I'm not banning. Well, let's see. I could ban to your naming. So I might as well.
There you go. Well, unfortunately, converting my name in kind of left me without a good block here, so I am going to have to give that one to you.
All right. Here, I'll give you back your name, and thanks for letting me use it.
Yeah. Thanks for returning him unharmed.
Hey, man. That's what I'm here for. I'm going to help him out. I'm going to hurt him. Protect him.
Yep.
There you go.
Alrighty. No lost souls. That's good. No star abilities. No upkeep triggers. I think I will. Yeah, here it comes where I have to now decide if I want to let you draw a card or if I want to do something else here. I guess I could search my reserve, but I'm going to play this Land of Moab.
If you really need it, it might be worth it.
Yeah, could be. I think I'm going to search my reserve.
All right.
I'm going to grab Jesse.
It's funny. As soon as you said that, Redemption Aggie just posted something about Jesse.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's ironic.
We'll go ahead and put down Jesse. And the question is, do I want to draw even? Probably not.
What do I have in my hand? My huge hand of 2.
Oh, you only have 2 cards in hand, huh?
Yeah.
So I know exactly what you have in your hand. question is, I don't even know if I can get around it.
Yeah, we'll see.
So you got that. Did God really say? You can play on Red Dragon here. Okay, yeah, I think we've got options here. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and risk the draw here. Go with Elimelech, draw 3. Oop, did not find any lost souls, so that's nice. Banish him, search my deck. Risky, because now you can, draw something that'll
Hmm.
that'll work. But let's grab this Obed. And I will add Ruth to the battle.
All right. So you just did the one search?
Yep.
Okay. Oh boy.
Now I'm a goner.
Oh boy.
Drew that Judean mediums, I bet.
Never know. All right. All right. There you go. What you gonna do? Let me guess. Interrupt and bounce. Right. Interrupt and bounce. Interrupt and withdraw. What's it gonna be? Faith Unbowed or Royal Parade?
First, I'm gonna start off with this one.
Shared meal.
Just put that in battle. Cannot be negated. Or put that into territory.
Yeah.
We're also, since you already played Chronicles, I'm willing to commit to this too. Which I will mention, I could have played it last turn, and that might have gotten me, or gotten around your Christian Martyr. But since I chose to heal Naaman, I believe that instead's the discard. So I don't think that would trigger Death of Family. I could be wrong about that, but it wasn't necessarily a misplay if I wanted to keep Naaman around.
Yeah, I think it.
Sorry, go ahead.
I think I was the instead does kind of override that.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no cost benefit, I think, based upon what I'm reading and the way Naaman's worded.
Right.
And Naaman's a mandatory too.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, because he's not being discarded; he's just healed instead. So.
Yep. Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and play that Faith Unbowed and interrupt the battle and withdraw you.
All right, I'll take a withdraw over a discard or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you got one.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second.
Oh.
You said good Ruth cards or CBN.
Yes, you can negate Faith Unbowed if you would like to.
Yeah, well, hold on. I was thinking that was a Ruth card. Hold up. Put the brakes on. Let's try it. Hit it. And I know what you're going to come with anyway.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can take a peek at my reserve at least.
Yeah, what the heck. Might as well. Others. Oh, here we go. Of course. That's where you're going to play Shared Meal from. Hit that Orpo Departs.
Mm-hmm.
Or Marriage Covenant, maybe.
If I ever want to borrow all your dudes once they come out.
Yeah.
Well, it does get tossed by Coliseum right now, so.
Sure does. Lacking. Yeah, I got from this deck to put in. Because I felt like it. I thought about it after you and I talked. I felt like Lacking Prophecy kind of like countered the purpose of Treacherous Lands. Part about the dominant.
Right. And in your deck, I mean, it also, you don't get the Coliseum.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess you don't really have too many characters to play it on other than Foreign Wives anyway. Yeah. But
no, I mainly used it for the restrict.
Right. Yeah.
That was the main thing. Oh, there's your unsuccessful. Okay. So I don't know what you had in your hand. Maybe at Balaam's Disobedience, but I didn't know if you had unsuccessful in your your deck or in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
It's Sabbath Breaker, Orpa, and Balaam. Yeah. Those are great cards. Okay. I will. All right. What you got to do?
I think we're just gonna go ahead and Oh, I guess you didn't choose one to discard, but I'm gonna negate
Yeah,
it
it's not
with Kinsman's anyway. Yeah.
exactly. All right, so discard that, and then you withdrew. 'Cause I don't think I have anything to stop that. Nope, because the draw was not an evil card.
Yep.
All right, there you go. There's your namings.
Woohoo! I got one again. um, let's go ahead and put down Mr. David. Put down Obed. All of my nice negated
Yeah.
territory class characters.
Mm-hmm. They're working right now anyway, so.
What's that?
They're not working right now anyway.
Well, yeah,
No
yeah, no Meek Hero out, but
I know what you mean.
Ever gonna use this Joshua, or should I just discard him so that you can't use him? That's the question.
And then recur Syrian mercenaries.
I think we're just gonna throw away your Joshua here. We don't like him. And,
I'll just write the Eternal Covenant.
Oh yeah, if you pull that out, I'd be kind of surprised.
Yeah, it's like the ace of.
I used to run that in more decks back before like Oath of Purity and Covenant with Abraham were in all of my decks.
Yeah.
It would be in the reserve.
I loved it too. It was a great card. In fact, one of the versions of this deck had it in a reserve because I could recur Benaiah that way. But then I realized I didn't need to depend so much on him, so I just cut it.
Right.
I'm going to use Lawless on your deck. Perfect timing.
No.
Yes. All right. Reveal the top 3 or 6.
Yep.
I said 3. There we go. There's darkness, and you get the benefit.
Yeah.
And you get underdecked, so I will send to the bottom of deck. Got rid of your angel and your 3-0. That's nice.
I get to take one of them.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I might just take that 3 woes.
Of course you will.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do that.
Okay. All right. Send to the bottom.
Now the question is, do I play the 3 woes to negate your Lawless? Put the Lost Soul back.
Yeah, that'd be ironic, right? Maybe have something to Soul Gen, you know?
That's true. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hang on to it. I kind of like that.
All right. So you got your woes. Let's see here. What can I do? I got some options here.
And play your first sacrifice to underdeck woes for my hand.
Yeah. If only. Wrong colors.
Yep.
For now. Let's see here. I got options. So.
You have Phineas in there. You just got to throw in like Mighty Warrior and I guess that's kind of it.
Yeah.
Zadok doesn't really fit with
Yeah. I think Zadok, Ahamaz at some point. I was like, none of that works.
Yeah.
So I just Phineas. Let's see. There's so many things I can do right now with this.
With your 5-card hand.
Yeah, no, what I got here. I'm just thinking of my options here. I don't know if I need that.
Oh, wait a second. I get to use my dull or my darkness.
Yeah.
So I have no evil characters.
Well, yeah.
I will go ahead and grab the Deceiver.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. Well, let's just start with this. Guess we'll start with this. Might as well banish your discard pile except for heroes while I go to my deck. I got to get a fort or a site. Good fort or a site. Multi-brigade site. So many options. You haven't played many dominance yet.
It's a little bit of a bummer. I was kind of looking forward to getting my overtaken back with Balaam.
Mm-hmm. Question is, should I take my wall of protection, or should I do treacherous land? It's a tough choice, I think.
Yeah, that is kind of tough. I mean, like, especially in this matchup where I'm showing, 5 single brigade heroes right now.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, David converts to Meek and you would get a trigger there. But
Yeah. Well, and then any DOMs. I know you got 3 woes in there. I think I think I'm just going to go to the wall. I just feel like
scared of my marriage covenant.
What's that?
Scared of my marriage covenant.
No, I'm not actually, because I got Coliseum for now. But unless he woes it or something. But I don't know. I just don't want to deal with that and whatever tricks you got. Got protection on my Meek if I want to Meekify somebody.
Right.
So it's discarded. You banished your discard pile?
Yep, except for Hannah. Okay. She's just chilling.
Yeah. All right, so while we're throwing forts out, let's put that fort out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kind of wondered why that one wasn't a consideration, but that makes sense.
Yeah, there you go. Trying to think of what I got on the deck.
What was your third card, huh? Emmaus Road, maybe?
Just trying to think of the order here. I'm thinking about what you got in your hand. I'm going to play this. That's what you gave me in the draw, by the way.
Oh, nice. I feel like it's got to be David, right?
It could. I'm just trying to think of something else. I'm going to try this. So it's going to go to my deck. And then I'm going to do...
I guess that was one downside of swapping David's Descendant for Reverence and Awe, is that Emmaus Road can't search for Reverence and Awe. So it's one fewer option there, but...
Yeah, but with all the forts and sites putting in this, I think it's a little bit,
Yeah, I mean, with treacherous land in there, I think Reverence and Awe is definitely a little bit more useful.
Oh, I can't use that right now. Yeah, that's not even going to work.
What you could do is you could get Jehoshaphat, bounce my name in.
Yeah. I think I'll pass on bouncing your name in.
Bummer.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is so many choices here. Well, I think I'm going to get him, actually. I'm going to get him. Yeah. I'm going to get him. All right. Now, let's come in with this guy. Goes to the deck. And then I'm going to get who. Then I'm going to gate evil characters now because of him being a cloud.
Yep.
All right. So there's that. Good band. I'll ban to this guy. For pro play, I can take or equip an OT red weapon from deck. Owner. Question is, which weapon do I want? I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to equip this to David.
Okay.
And shuffle that.
So I think the protect on for
It
Hannah
is.
and I would have already passed, right?
It is, yeah.
Or I guess it's negated by Coliseum anyway, so.
Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. You're saying the protect on Hananiah?
The protect on shields.
Well, right now it's just protecting David, I think, and
Oh, it'd be negated by Coliseum, right?
well, I know that. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Right.
Without Coliseum, yeah, I think it would only protect David because David already banded to Hananiah.
Mm-hmm. Um, and then I think I'm going to do him, band to him. I think that'll be it. I was going to do something different, but let's give this a shot.
Alrighty. So let's see. Still got that Builder's Sword. And the Temple Spears and Shields. Lots of weapons. Negating evil characters. So I think what we gotta do is go with the Deceiver. And we'll grab just grab Balaam from reserve.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna cry a little bit. I can't get my Overtaken back. And then I will go ahead and play Good Woes in that Coliseum there.
Okay.
And assuming it's still my initiative,
Mm-hmm.
we're going to have Balaam disobey.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think that's it. All right. So it goes to me. Nothing to do. I will pass.
Cool. I will pass.
All right. Put these dudes here. Give them back to you. And then I will pass turn. Good block.
Oh yeah, I had to do some
Finagling.
Balaam's disobedience with some Balaam action.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That might have been better. Oh well. Alright, in my upkeep, let's leave Woes on Coliseum. Getting her distressed is kind of tempting, but yeah, no, let's keep it in Coliseum. And then I will suppose we'll put darkness in my land of Moab.
Yeah, good thing I can't get to it because it's red.
I know, right?
You just made it a target for Rebel and Dust.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah, I have the inside advantage though of knowing that you're not using Rebel and Dust. So
Well, we
well,
talked about that.
I suppose you could have switched your deck, right before we
Right.
started here. Actually, no, we dragged him in and started that way. So
Yeah.
um, I think it makes the most sense. Well, actually, um, since I know what you have in your hand, I guess we'll. But I don't want you to draw either. So, all right. Let's just attack with Ruth here. Show me what you got. That's what you
It's
got.
like Rocky and Apollo Creed coming back at it again.
Well, let's make use of that negated Coliseum and take him out.
Nice. Let's see here. I'll give you
Distressed. Oh.
Yeah, well.
All right. Well, I am at 9 cards, so I will go ahead and pass. Quick turn, sort of.
Alrighty. Let's see here. I'll look at your hand.
Uh-oh. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Yeah. All right. You got the line prophets.
Yeah, I think I maybe should have gone with him last turn instead of
Scattered sheep. Don't like that. Of course, you got her. Shocker. Lurking.
Funny thing is that I could have played Balaam's Prophecy last turn and then gotten my Scattered Sheep and added it to battle. So it was in my top 6. So.
Yeah.
Maybe shuffle all your heroes and my Naaman. Seems pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Surprised you didn't use your angel and well, got that enhancement, so that makes sense.
Yeah, kind of wanted to not be reliant on Coliseum being negated.
All right. I think I'm good.
But yes, it does make things more tricky once you get to King of Tyrus.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here.
So funnily enough, I had Son of God in my hand when you drew Lawless and got out my Darkness, and as soon as you said you were going to use it on my deck, I was like, oh well, I could just use Son of God to negate it, and I almost did, but because you gave me Woes, and I mean, Darkness wasn't too bad to let me search for an evil character. Then I was like, you know what, I'm feeling okay with the being able to block here, and I'll just hang on to Son of God. And then you dropped Reverence and and I was like,
yeah.
If you had banished my Son of God, that would have been no good.
And I was thinking about that because I was tempted to hold it for that reason because you hadn't even get crossed my line. Playing a little early, but hey.
Yep.
I mean, imagine now if you blocked with your Line Prophet and I still held it, you have a draw 9 right there.
Right.
So
yep.
It's kind of pointless. Yeah.
Mr. Benaiah coming out.
Yeah. Old Benny. Jehoshaphat Shun is meek on your side, right? Because I meekified him, so he should be. Okay.
Yeah, the preview never shows him flipped, but on the table it does.
Oh, okay. All right. As long as it's there. Let's see here. Big in here. What are we going to do? So, to. I think we'll start this off with him. Ooh. Okay, take that. Then I'll ban to. Let's see, you've got that and that. Yeah. Come in with him. Ban to Benny. Negates Hananiah, his take. So I gotta put that Temple Spears back.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Alrighty. What do we do about that? So Benaiah and David are both protected. Yeah, we'll try out Lying Prophet here. See what you got. There are the mediums. The Abaddon. Alright. Still got that Builder Sword for me. Draw 2. Is it Distressed? Alright, and David and Benaiah are both super big. You know, I think I didn't end up making the final cut, but I think it would definitely be something that I should maybe rethink, is putting Confusion of Mind back in here. Because Balaam just recurring that to even just play it in battle works great a lot against, I mean, you know,
Oh yeah.
dudes like this, I could at least kick David out of the battle by negating Hananiah.
Yeah,
And then
I
negate
agree.
Benaiah's negate. So I don't think that there's really much worth doing at this point. Yeah. Kind of backfires negating your Colosseum so I can play my stuff, but then it makes your shields work.
Mm-hmm. That's the point. Yeah, it's the defense for the heroes. Yep.
Makes sense. Yeah, I think I will let the Lying Prophet go, and I'll give you Darkness.
All right. What a soul. I'm happy. All right. No trick up Jaden's sleeve here. Feel good about myself.
Yep, nothing there.
All right, there you
go. All right, now you're in trouble.
Yeah, I am. So you could have 25 second coming and get this win, and that's it.
Let's see. Upkeep. Yeah, I think we'll. Ooh. Yeah, I think we'll put it on your Damascus. Leave out the Colosseum, see what happens here.
So you're putting on Damascus?
Yep.
Okay. Let's see.
Put down my treacherous land. And we'll put distress in there, which actually might make it more difficult for you. Um, Not sure what I've got left in here, fortress and site-wise. Oh yeah, I've got my Damascus, which I really don't actually want to play at this point because I've got my name out, so I'm going to fail the search on that.
Mhm.
And yeah, I guess I'll just go to my rescue here. Let's attack with David, convert him to Meek. And let's go get this, let's get this Sin and Justice. It's a card that deserves to see a little bit more play.
Mm-hmm.
And I will not ban. Actually, yeah, I might as well. I'll ban to your Jehoshaphat. Oh wait, no,
You
you've got Wall. That's right, and Garrison.
and Garrison.
All right, no bans.
Layered protection. All right. So that's that. Okay. You got Treacherous. Good card. All right. So this. Well, go here to here. And he Bale's now CBN.
Very nice. That, let's see. Almost gonna make me regret not getting Royal Parade.
So I don't think I have a gray or pale green curse in my discard pile.
I sure hope not. Doesn't look like
No.
it.
No.
Yeah, well, I really should have gotten my Royal Parade because now I gotta. I think my only out here is to use Angel on Balaam.
Mm-hmm. Nope. Put them in mine.
Yep, I got it.
Okay.
And then we gotta use Sin and Justice and Shared Meal for numbers. That puts me at exactly 4.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do it, man.
Yep. Gotta pay attention to my own cards too, I guess. I was like, oh yeah, I mean, Abaddon to, or mediums to Abaddon, I can handle that. Forgot about Balaam being a magician, but
Yeah.
I did find
Yeah.
the second coming, unfortunately.
Oh, there you go.
Well,
So,
fortunately for me. But,
good game.
yeah,
So,
good
yeah.
game.
I thought about the band last because I only had Abaddon, sitting there. Too bad I didn't have KOT. That would have been better, of course. But
Right. Yep.
that's it. Had that since like turn 2, I think. But yeah, I thought about that band the last turn. I was like, that would be the best option. To shut you down in the event, even if you're playing Ruth. I figured, what the heck, make you burn something on your own guy, probably.
Right. Yep.
Uh,
Yeah, I mean that. Normally this deck. I mean, so if you did have King of Tyrus, like that was kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to look at your hand with Lying Prophet in the block. So I was like, well, I didn't have Second Coming yet, but I did have Son of God. So if I, can at least see what defense you have to make sure that I get a Lost Soul on my turn, and then just kind of hope for the best on my blocking options here.
Yeah.
I think Um, I didn't draw any of my artifacts that entire game other than um,
Likewise.
overtaken. So I was like, no Book of the Covenant to grab Oath of Purity to bounce my name in, and no
Hmm.
endless treasures to grab my like unsuccessful and stuff.
Hmm.
Um, which yeah, I think that's definitely one of the downsides of playing white and gray is that you don't really have much access to things like delivered and offering your son,
Hmm.
which I think are basically staples at this point. And I guess that's kind of the same in your deck too. Maybe you've got Phineas and Judean mediums and wives, so maybe you could squeeze it in there. But hmm,
Squeeze, which one? What were you talking about?
but delivered,
Say again.
delivered,
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah. That might be worth it.
yeah. I think that I probably should squeeze it in here. I mean, I've got Balaam, which I can grab with King Balak, and then
Hmm.
I've got Profane Daughters. We've got
Yeah,
Joshua in reserve.
yeah. I think
So
you got plenty of ways to do it.
yeah,
Um,
we got
yeah, I think at one
Sailors.
point I did consider it in my deck. Yeah, it was. Um, yeah, I clearly not one artifact came out. All my forts came out pretty much,
Mm-hmm.
except for shield. I didn't even get wages. I got nothing, so I didn't even hardly have any defense
Yep.
the whole game. So that kind of hurt, of course. But offense was great because that's what wins souls. But
Right. Yeah.
needed to have a good balance of stopping you too. Uh,
Yep. Yeah. I mean, me drawing Second Coming right there was
yeah,
pretty important. I think for. I mean, I might have been able to pull off a block next turn because I did have. I did draw into Chronicles, so if I
hmm.
can just negate your shields, then I've got Scatter Cheap to take you out.
No, you would have got tossed to Coliseum because you change your lowest
That's
target,
right. That's right. Yep.
and then because I thought you were going to do this last turn, I
Well,
was thinking about. Hmm?
I guess if I didn't know that I was going to, I mean, I guess if I wasn't like confident that I was going to win on this turn, since I also drew Second Coming, I think I would have left Woes on Colosseum.
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
But
So I thought last turn, the last block you were going to do on me, I kind of saw the pattern of what you had and what was in your hand. I'm sorry, what was in your reserve. Um, and what was it? There was, yeah, I think I misjudged. You have lurking in the reserve?
no, I've got Lurking in the main deck, but I had it in my
No, it
hand.
was in your hand. Yeah, it was in
Yeah.
your hand. Okay, because I saw it was Solemn's Dream.
Yep.
So I was thinking you were going to play that on. I figured you would probably come in with like line profit to get a draw, or maybe discard David even because that
Mm-hmm.
would have been a good hit. Um, and then obviously Profane was shut down with Benaya.
Yep.
Um, but I thought you were going to come in with one of those and then use Lurking to bring in Orpa CBP by an OT hero, so she'd still work against Benaya.
Right.
And I figured maybe that was going to make me burn my Builder Sword to negate her.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you were going to kind of do something like that and use Scattered Sheep just to get rid of Hananiah, maybe, things like that. But yeah,
Yep.
I think this is probably not really worth it anyway. But
Yeah, I thought about the Lurking line, and if I had someone better, I guess I maybe should look at my deck. Yeah, my options for even in the deck, if I were to grab Deceiver, weren't all that great.
mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, I thought about Lurking, but I just knew that it wouldn't do a whole lot, and Orpa wouldn't withdraw Benaya
Mm-hmm.
and David anyway.
Yeah.
Um, so I figured I would just save everything, hope for the best on kind of my next blocks, and I knew that I had Oath of Purity in reserve, and Book the Covenant somewhere in my deck to
Mm-hmm.
um, finally be able to bounce my name in, but yeah, maybe that's something that I need to playing around a little more. Maybe I should have a famine in the land or something in here to
Yeah.
reset name in that way too. But
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, that's a good point. Anything to help them out, um, reset them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was so limited on like certain targets for me. Like at first, when I was going for the star cards at Emmaus, I was going to go for Solomon's Dream, but then I realized, wait, I don't have a meek hero to play it on. So
Right.
I had potentially, I was thinking about another route, maybe going to Baton and reserve, but I was like, he's already got soul out. I could soul gen, don't worry about that.
Mm-hmm.
So I ended up going for, I think, Jehoshaphat, because I was going to come in with the band with him at the end to benefit off Wall of Protections, protect on him,
Right.
because you had woes see him at that point, I think. And so I figured, well, let me give him an extra protection. But then I realized he had your name, and I was like, I think it'd be better to just get him out of the way, maybe, or make my Builder Sword CBN.
Mm-hmm.
So all these little, thoughts cross my mind. But also with Solomon's Dream, instead of going to get Benny, I thought about maybe unleavened bread, so I can pull out all this stuff from my reserve, including Covenant with David. I don't know if it'll work, but it wouldn't work like this because I had like two kings out, but I could have potentially got like King of Tigers with it, in the
Mm-hmm.
artifacts. Um,
Mm-hmm.
things. But I just the order of cards and the way they came out and all that, it just didn't work. It didn't work to get to them.
Yeah.
Obviously, I was able to get to my offense pretty easily, and that's kind of the way the deck's built is to tutor toward that. But it would have been nice to have a little more D.
Yep.
But it's just the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah.
It would have been better to potentially have the Red Dragon on that last turn. You would have angel him anyway. It wouldn't have mattered. I had nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I had no negate. I had nothing. So it is what it is. It's just a way to come out sometimes. And
Yep.
you didn't pull artifact. I didn't pull artifact. You did one. That was it. So
Yep.
yeah, nothing
Although
for my reserve except I think one card.
that
Yeah,
one
one weapon. That was it.
that one artifact I did get might have changed the game a bit because I mean it made you burn your chronicles when I didn't have an evil character in hand.
Yeah,
So I was
and
like,
that yeah
it's like yeah, I don't
that
mind that. I mean,
yeah.
it maybe cost me later because if I had it later, then I could have
Mhm.
used Orpa or something to block and not have to worry about Builder's Sword or something. But
Yeah, exactly. See,
um,
it was stuff like that. I was concerned about that, and then Profane Daughters, where she can put unsuccessful easily.
yep.
But even if Benny was in battle or something, so yeah, there was that to consider. And yeah, I knew I was taking a big chance of burning it like that, but knowing how you play, knowing you have really good little tactics, just didn't want to take a chance. If it had been maybe a lesser player or something, I might have held it, just not to worry too much. But at your level, I was like, yeah, I just kind of know what you're up to.
Mm,
And then the other thing was, yeah, it would have definitely helped having Chronicles at the end there. Um, but hey, it's just the way the game gets played, and
yep. Yeah. I mean,
it might have hurt me if I didn't play it, earlier and get rid
yeah.
of your. And so, it's we could what if it to death. But I
Yeah.
think I don't really have any particular regrets, in terms
Hmm.
of this game. So
Yeah. I think
yeah,
this game also kind of showed like how important information is, or like how much it can change your play. Like each of the times when we were able to look at each other's hands or reserves, like I think
yeah,
there was it changed our play
uh,
dramatically. Whereas like I saw you had Chronicles in your hand. Otherwise, maybe I would have put down Death of Family and Kinsman's Agreement and stuff right away.
hmm
Um,
hmm
and then you just then it's just a blowout with you play Chronicles and take out my enhancement in battle and both my
right,
enhancements in territory.
yeah,
So yeah, I think it shows that information is important. That's why I really like Urim and Thummim. I try to use it whenever I can.
oh
Um,
sure,
Cards like that, even just in like my post-exilic deck, like running um, the all the star abilities that look at hand, and then
mm
so like Bale's Prophecy, Solomon's Dream, Emmaus Road, and then I even added Tamar as to count for a meek hero, and then she has the same star ability.
Hmm.
It's like
Yeah.
it's very important.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But
A great game, and if you didn't have that martyr early on hitting my Joab, I would have been hit.
hey, I mean, if you didn't have Martyr either, then
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. It's and it's just so cool to see that, and for all those out there who are not using martyr, I mean, I think we kind of prove you probably should. Kind of go.
yeah, I mean,
I think it's a great way to
it's a
just
tricky balance, using it or getting
yeah.
it early. Like, I mean, if I got it
Yeah.
later game, then yeah,
Hmm. Well, if you're running, black, crimson, or orange, I think you should because you can tutor it with wages.
mm,
Um, you know,
yeah,
so
that's true.
it's a quick, battle winner potentially, or get rid of a pesky hero in your opponent's territory or whatever.
Right. Yeah, I
But
suppose if I had it later and then I just take out your Benaya, and then it kind of makes it a lot
right,
harder for you to rescue
yep,
later on, which maybe is an argument for putting Eternal Covenant in your
yeah.
reserve there, just
Well,
because.
it wouldn't matter because I could never get to it.
Well,
Basically,
yeah, this game, yep.
yeah. One card would be what is it, a book? But of course, I never got to that. So.
Yep.
Uh, but yeah, it was fun. I mean, it was cool to. It was just kind of a brawling game, because
Hmm.
there was no artifacts really to support, just some fortresses that just kind of helped guard, and
Yep.
it was just really heroes, evil characters, and enhancements, and that's
Yeah.
it. There was no other these little tricks out there. So
Battling it out. These are basically starter decks, So no.
yeah, right. Yeah, basically, just maybe a nod job.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. All right. Well,
Well,
thanks
thanks for
again,
having me,
Derek.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. It was fun.
Thank you everybody for watching this week. Hope you guys enjoyed the game and enjoy your Thanksgiving. Spend some time with family. Don't spend it all watching Redemption with Jaden. I wouldn't blame you if you did.
Well,
All
happy
right.
Thanksgiving from me, and God bless, and y'all take care.
All right. Catch y'all later.